If I had known that just checking this place out would have turned out so devastating and dangerous, and if I would have known the stakes and how much it would have actually have cost me, I would have never have went. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and if you like the dark and scary stories, please like and subscribe because that is all that we tell here. Now let's get to the story. So I'm 19 years old and I'm with my friend Buddy, and we're gonna go check out this place called the Devil's Hole. And from what we heard about it, it really piqued our interest. It's supposed to be this bottomless hole that doesn't have an ending. And we knew it was about a 5 mile hike into the woods. And we went to this place. It was a secluded road and one way in. And we parked at the end of the road as far as we could go. And so according to our instructions, all we had to do was hike straight into the woods about 5 miles. There's a trail that goes all the way to it, but it's been abandoned for decades. So everything's kind of grown up, but the trail is still there because there's a lot of people that come out here and check it out. So me and Buddy get out of the vehicle and we're packing light. We got hiking shorts on, we've got camping gear, we got walking sticks, and we got backpacks, and we got water bottles. We got two on both sides. You know, just those backpacks that's got those little pocket holders, just in case we need some extra water. One for the way down there, one for the way back. And we're kind of ready. We're excited. So Buddy kind of looks at me and he's like, gets a grin on his face. I bet you $20 we can't spend the whole night. And I look at him like, you're on, man. So I kind of punch him in the shoulder a little bit and we start walking down the trail. And we're talking about a whole bunch of different stuff. You know, we're talking about different ideas. We're talking about old adventures and all sorts of stuff. And those few hours getting to where the Devil's Hole is flies by. And I didn't know this from the stories. Nobody told us this. There was actually like an abandoned house there. It had been gutted, so it was more like a little empty shed, like a little empty shack. And it was kind of off in the woods. And then there was the hole. And it had this big massive tree that was guarding it. It had arms that like reached around that looked like it was like this ancient creature guarding this deep hole that was there. Me and Buddy, we're walking up to it and we're like, oh, is that it? That looks awesome. And so we're excited. We stare down into the hole at the edge and we're just looking down there in amazement. And it was almost like it was mesmerizing, just standing there and just in this presence. And you don't really understand the magnificence of something like that until you're actually out there in the middle of the woods and you're actually seeing something that's out of this world. And after about 5-10 minutes, we decided we're definitely spending the night here. This is too cool to pass up. So we go into the shack and we start checking out the shack and we kind of clean it up a little bit. There's a little bit of old woods and nails and we kind of clean it up and we get all that out of the way and we fix places for us to lay down. But the only problem is we are 5 miles out in the woods. So if anything happens, how are we going to reach anybody? And we clean up that shack. And so we get ready. We're kind of sitting around. We're eating snacks. We brought beanie weenies and crackers. And that was going to be our meal to tide us over until tomorrow when we left. And we had some granola bars and some other stuff in the morning. Next thing I know, I'm waking up from buddies over here saying, hey, get up. We have to get up now. And I was like, what's going on, man? And he's like, Buddy looks at me. He's like, I don't know, but I just heard a roar. And it is nighttime. I had passed asleep after snacking and us joking around a little bit. I just laid my head down to get some rest, and boom, I was out cold. I don't know how long I was asleep, but it is dark now. And Buddy is over me and he's worried. And I say, Buddy, what's going on? And he didn't have to respond because then I heard a loud noise. I didn't know what it was. It was a howl or something. And it was coming from the hole. So we grab our flashlights and we go over to the hole and we're just sitting there waiting. And we don't hear anything for a while. So I'm like, these earthquakes can make these noises and stuff like this. And, Buddy's over here like, nah, I think sometimes it's like the air and stuff. Maybe it's the air going through the vents or something like that. So we're discussing it. And so our fear starts to go away and we kind of get brave. I dare Buddy. Hey, I bet you won't throw that big rock right there down in that hole. And that was the dumbest thing I could have ever said because I didn't know what was about to happen. And then me and Buddy start staring down that hole with our flashlights because we didn't hear anything. And we kind of want to just look down there a little quick. And that's when something happened. Something flashed. At first, I didn't catch it. and then it flashed again, and then it stayed open. And it was a set of eyes deep within the hole looking at us. And it looked very far away, so whatever it had to be really big for us to even see eyes like that. And so we are now petrified. We got to get the hell out of here. So we start taking off running. Me and Buddy, we're packing our shit and we're just leaving. We throw all of our shit, shove it in our backpacks, and we're getting the hell out of Dodge. And Buddy's in shape, so he's a little bit ahead of me, and we're running down this trail, and we can hear whatever it is. It was crashing the trees behind us. It'd come out of that well, and we are already like, maybe 500 yards ahead of this thing, and we were trying to get back to our vehicle, and we can hear it gaining on us. And we are out of breath, but we have to keep pushing, because if we stop and that thing catches on us, we're both dead. And it is about maybe 200 yards behind us, but it is gaining on us fast. And we keep going through the trail, and we're going through, and it is a lot of wooded area. And that may have been to our benefit, because if it wasn't wooded, we don't know what would have happened. But then I can feel it, and it's gaining on us. It's 100 yards back now. And we still have a long distance to the vehicle. And so we're going, and there's only like maybe a mile left. And we are running as fast as we can. We're trying to get to the vehicle. But I don't think we're going to make it. This thing is right on our trail. It is 75 yards behind us. And then I can feel it gain 50 yards. And then I can feel it, and I can almost feel its presence right behind me. And I am running. And I'm running, and I can feel it gaining on us. 20 yards, 15. I can almost feel its breath now. And then I feel something shove me hard into the ground. Boom. And then I wake up. And there is my back and my body's whole cramping. I'm in pain. But then I look, and I see this massive set of prints coming towards where I was. And then I see a smaller set of footprints that looked like a dog, and it was leading from where it was, and it was leading away into the woods. And those tracks turned and started following those dog tracks off into the woods. And there was a trail of broken trees going that direction. I didn't think anything of it. But when me and Buddy was like, apparently Buddy had made it. And he had passed out from exhaustion. He was just like farther down the trail, but he had passed out by the vehicle. And I woke him up. He was fine. He was shooken up. We go back home. So that's when my mom came in and told me that our dog went missing last night. And I'd never seen my dog any time after that. He completely went missing, and he was never found again. And I know for a fact that if he didn't go missing that night, that me and Buddy would not be alive to this day. I really hope you guys enjoyed that story. It had a little twist there at the end. We should always take care of our pets. Sometimes they're watching out for us and we don't even know it. Love you guys, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.